Hello and welcome back to Just Be Handy. Today we're going to talk about how to put things away for the winter, how to put your two-stroke engines away for the winter. As you just saw, I put 2 tanks of gas through the saw that I did an episode on before on how to do the carburetor. And I just purchased it off of Craigslist. But it does need chain sharpening. As you saw, the chips weren't that great. But I just wanted to talk about what I do for putting my chainsaws and other two-stroke equipment away for the winter. So first, I'm going to blow it with a compressor and just wipe it down. Then transfer all the gasoline to the can and move it away. And the fuel I run is, I put this Amsoil SABER Professional in there. It has a preservative. They claim you could run it 50-to-1 for equipment that's 100-to-1. I run it 50-to-1, and as you saw, there's no smoke. I just want that extra protection, and the chainsaw asks for 50-to-1. I will just mix 50-to-1 in my cans, and I'll run things that say they need 30-to-1 or 40-to-1 still with 50-to-1 with this synthetic. The other equivalent one would be the steel synthetic two-stroke oil. They have the preservatives in them, low smoke, and they really do a good job of keeping your equipment running well. As you saw, the chainsaw starts right away. This chainsaw was really hot when you saw me do the things before, but I'm going to just show you what to do to clean it and then transfer the gasoline, and we'll talk about what chain I'm going to replace it with and why. The OE chain is not as aggressive as I'd like it to be. Alright, so first just wipe it down, get all that stuff off of it, all the sawdust and things. And you don't want this sawdust and stuff in your fuel can when you transfer it either, so that's why this is a good time to just do a nice wipe down with just a clean rag, or a little bit oily rag, doesn't matter, because actually oil will protect your equipment. A little film of oil. So just get in the nooks and crannies, and then if you have compressed air, then you could use that with a little head to blow the equipment clean. Make sure you get in there with the fins. Clean the area where you're going to be getting into the gas to transfer it to your oil can. I mean, the gas can. There you go. And now it's ready to transfer the gasoline. Always close your gas can, and I recommend wearing your chaps for when you work with chainsaws regardless, because you never know if the chain is going to get away on, the chainsaw is going to get away on you and hit your leg. These things have fibers in them that come apart and lock up the chainsaw so you don't hurt yourself. So just be cautious. And always wear hearing protection. And I always put the gas can away from the equipment and anything that can catch flame. So I'm going to start the chainsaw back up. It's hot, so let's see if it'll start first pull. And you just want to run it till it runs out of fuel, and then try to start it 3 more times. Press the primer bulb just to make sure all the fuel is out of the carburetor. You want to put these away dry for the winter, and it'll be ready to go in case something happens during the winter, like a tree will fall or something like that, and you want to get this chainsaw going. But right after it runs out of fuel, I'm going to go in and just clean the air filter, change the saw, clean the inside of the cover there. Just make sure everything is ready to go, oiled up, and all I have to do is add gas and oil for the chain lube and then start it up. And I also use winter fuel for the winter. I went out and got some winter blend gasoline for the winter. So I'll let it run out of fuel and get back to you. While the chainsaw is running out of fuel, I just wanted to show you what chain I go with. It's for this particular chainsaw, I'm going with a 91 VXL 052. It has a little bit more bite, and it will have a little bit of kickback. It's a professional chain that you could put based on what this chainsaw could do because of the high RPM. And it's a really good chain for that. The OE one is a lower profile, doesn't have as much cutting bite to it, but that's what I recommend using, and I use. For all my chainsaws, I go with the professional, as high as I can or close as I can to the professional chain. They're also mostly made in the US, so you get a better grade of steel. So that's one thing I wanted to show you. I will file this chain before I take it off and then put it away in the box as a backup and just write used, and then the date I sharpened it so that I know it's ready to go. Alright, when this runs out of fuel, basically just put it away, and that's all there is to putting this equipment away. Just try to start it 3-4 times and then put it away for the winter after cleaning it and getting everything buttoned up and ready to go, so you can just start it and run. Alright, thanks again for watching Just Be Handy. We appreciate if you hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Thank you, and God bless.